Today I'm gonna do a job on the rear brakes. I had this problem the other day, which the right rear wheel was locking. Well, not completely locked, but it was dragging and it was a bit smoking, so I had to stop, let it cool and continue my trip, which it didn't give me any problems, but I know that eventually it will. So a few things that I've heard online is that yeah, there might be water in the system or air bubbles, which I'm going to do that anyway. But eventually there is the elastic pipe at the rear brakes, I'll show you in a minute, that might be failing, and it works as a check valve and it doesn't relieve the pressure once you apply the brakes. Nevertheless, I bought a brand new flexible hose for the rear brake system and new brake pistons to replace them. I'll do a bleed, replace whole fluid in front and rear system, of course, clean the system on the rear brakes and see how we go with that. Right hand side, we need to undo the wheel nut, which is only one. We need that tool, which is included inside the MG when I bought it. What we have here on the right side to undo, it's the opposite way, it has to go clockwise. On the right side it's the right way, but this one has reverse thread. So let's do that. No, not like that. Like that. So it won't damage the chrome around it. It's already been damaged for some reason, but anyway. To me, that means fluid is leaking. I think we know where the problem is. 9/16 for these four. And they should have some plates here to secure them from unbolting. That's not good enough. I don't know why they're missing. Okay, handbrake. That's good. Handbrake is on and it doesn't have a grip. The Candyman can. There's no polite way to remove this. That was unexpected. That's why. I guess that changes everything. They're all gone. Thank God the wheel didn't lock totally. You have some serious problem, like killing me. Wow, there is a few lines here, but they're just safest lines. It doesn't have a dent or something, but either I'm gonna machine this one and the other one, of course, or replace them. And now we have brand new drums, brand new shoes. And after taking good pictures of how everything's gonna go back again, let's remove the shoes. That's one, and that's two. Now I have to remove that connection, which is the rubber hose that gives hydraulic pressure to the rear brakes. Now we're going to remove this flare nut, which is 11 millimeters. It's almost ready to come out. There it is. Put it on the side. To remove the C-clip, we have to remove first the bleeder. Let's do that. And no, I'm not going to replace the O-rings in there or anything. Look at that, because of the heat or the grinding for some reason, all destroyed. I'll keep these and I'll replace all the boots and everything, but at the moment I thought it's better for me to replace the whole cylinder with that. Brand new, sealed. Brand new circlip, and it's an exact match of the previous one. But before we do that, let's clean the mess over here. Clean this area really well, as you don't want any dirt, because the sliders, which adjust the handbrake, you want them to be free and easy to move. Having removed the bleeder, we'll remove the protective cap, put it in place, and let's go around and put the circlip, which is the hard part. And after you put that, believe it or not, with a hammer, let's put the bleeder on. Tight it, and let's go for the shoes. The sliders we have to put in there, but before we do that, it's best if we put some copper grease. Put them like that. Some copper grease here, which they rub. Some in here. That goes down there. That has to go through here, and the spring, that end, has to go through here. So when it comes up, that little spot here will pushes the lever for the handbrake on this side. Let's try it this way. Something like that. Now the hard part is that this spring has to go in there, in that hole, and of course the lever has to move in here. And yes, I managed to do that. It's pretty good in there. Now let's put the lower spring. Now the lower spring, one has to go here and the other end over here, and it can't go like that, it has to go behind. So you remove them off their place, you bring them close so that the spring can fit in here, and then you put one in place and the other one by hand, and really that's it. So we have the spring in place, the other spring in place as well, the leverage is okay, spring down here okay, these are in place. I have completely loosened the handbrake adjuster so I can do my job easier, and now all we have to do is just put the drum and see about the adjustment. This is the brand new drum brake. Bit of clean with parts cleaner on the inside at least, just so we make sure there's no oil deposits on the braking surface. Yeah, that's what I was afraid. When I tried to put the drum on, it wouldn't go in. That's because the handbrake adjuster, which is underneath there, that one, it was fully out, fully pulled. So I loosened it all the way down, as you can see, and then I was able to put the drums into the shoes. Now let's put something that it wasn't there before, just for extra safety. This is the center tube for the brakes. After you put everything on, you put the wheels. You don't have to put the hub nut. That's to see how easy the wheel turns. And if it turns like that, that's absolutely fine, by one hand, freely. Don't expect it to run in circles. It's always going to be a drag. That's fine. But for as long as you put about 2-3 kilos of pressure, that's fine. Then you adjust each wheel themselves, one at a time. This is the adjuster, and you have to screw in the adjuster because that conical shape, it's going to push the shoes outwards, and you rotate the wheel until you feel the drag is getting bigger. Once you feel that the drag got bigger, stop. You do the other wheel, same thing, each wheel individually, and then you adjust the handbrake from the center. That means at that point you have both wheels dragging exactly the same. And what you have to do is adjust the handbrake through that. You adjust that. That means both wheels are gonna start now adjusting exactly the same. You unscrew that and you make the cable more tense. And you feel the drag. You should have a friend of yours to check the drag while you screw that out to make the wheels more tight. Once you feel satisfied, you check the wheels. If the wheels with both hands trying to turn with the handbrake pulled up cannot move at all, and when you have it released, they're both running freely, that's when you have a good handbrake and it's adjusted properly. Remember, this one has reverse throw. So when the car moves forward, it won't undo itself. We have the original tool from the 67 to tighten the wheels. And we're done with the rear brakes. At some point the front brakes are going to be refurbished, but until then I'll see you in the next video. Look after yourselves and families.